When Adam Nelson decided to crack open the locked garage of his late grandfather, he stumbled upon something that would haunt him for the rest of his life. In the serene, rural corners of Vermont, Adam had inherited his grandpa's quaint, timeless house, a dwelling steeped in family lore. After his grandfather's recent passing, Adam was tasked with sifting through decades of belongings. Amidst the nostalgia, one thing unsettled him: the mysterious padlocked garage. His relatives always whispered about it, but never dared to ask his grandpa why it was off-limits. Driven by curiosity and spooky stories from his childhood, Adam decided to see what was inside for himself. When he finally opened the garage, he expected to find normal old stuff like car parts or unused furniture. Instead, he was shocked to see a bunch of rare and exotic plants under bright lights in a mini greenhouse that didn't fit at all with his grandpa's simple lifestyle. Adam got really into figuring out more about these plants. He found out each one was not only rare, but also endangered and illegal to grow without special permission. The plot thickened when Adam discovered some old, faded photos hidden behind a loose wall panel. These photos showed his grandpa with well-known plant experts and, surprisingly, some shady characters known for dealing in rare plants illegally. Adam's surprise grew when he found a bunch of letters between his grandpa and a mysterious person known only by their initials. These letters talked about shipments and new accusations in an urgent and hush-hush manner. With every new thing he found, his grandpa's image shifted from a retired old man to the mastermind of a hidden operation dealing with forbidden and rare items. It looked like the old man had been living a secret life. In the days after uncovering the garage, Adam was driven to dig deeper into the secrecy that had marked his grandpa's covered hobbies. He studied the strange notes and vague clues among the collection of illegal plants, trying to make sense of the murky world his grandpa had been part of. While exploring the botanical collection, a hidden space under an old ficus tree revealed a stash of carefully kept journals. These weren't just garden records, but detailed logs of secret trips to remote places. The journals were full of cryptic messages suggesting his grandpa was part of a worldwide conservation effort, though it was on the edge of the law. Shocked and confused, Adam reached out to a retired botanist who used to know his grandpa. The expert was a bit hesitant at first, but eventually agreed to help. During their discussion, Adam found out about a secret group of botanists who went to great lengths to protect endangered plants, even using cloning and genetic tweaks. It turns out his grandpa was a big deal in the secret conservation game, working under the radar to dodge tough international laws. The story got even juicier when Adam came across some bank records showing big money moves through his grandpa's accounts linked to drug companies eager to get their hands on rare plant stuff. This money trail suggested that these companies were bankrolling his grandpa's plant-saving efforts, which stirred up a messy mix of good intentions and possible greed. Digging deeper, Adam found a safe hidden behind the fake wall panel in the office. Inside, there were several passports with his grandpa's face, but different names and countries on them. This stash pointed to a life of sneaking around the globe, probably moving endangered plants across borders and skirting strict international rules. With every new twist, the image of his grandpa as just a quiet old man fell apart, replaced by a figure deep in a world of secrets and tough moral choices. Adam was left wrestling with what to make of all this. Was his grandpa a hero fighting for conservation, or was he a smuggler making a buck under the cover of saving the environment? As Adam dug deeper into his grandfather's secret life, he found a hidden blueprint in one of the old botany books. This blueprint showed changes made to the garage, including a secret basement. With a mix of fear and curiosity, Adam moved the heavy cabinet and found a hidden door leading down into darkness. When Adam went down into the basement, he saw something that was a total shock. Compared to the cozy garage upstairs, the basement was a high-tech lab filled with equipment for advanced genetic engineering. The lab wasn't just for research, it seemed to be a center for a global network. Among all the scientific equipment, Adam found a heavily encrypted computer. After days of trying, he finally hacked into it and discovered messages between his grandfather and scientists worldwide. These messages discussed genetically modifying plants to survive in extreme climates, hinting at a secret project to fight global food shortages. Then Adam found something even crazier. Behind the lab, there was a hidden room accessible only by using a secret switch on the main console. Inside, he found a cryogenic storage unit filled with seeds and plant samples, each labeled with coordinates from secret locations around the world. They weren't just regular samples. They were backups intended to restore the Earth's plants in case of a massive environmental disaster. Determined to understand everything about his grandfather's secret life, Adam kept going. But this also put him in danger. Powerful people wanted these secrets to stay hidden. Adam decided to confront the mysterious group that had worked with his grandfather. He set up a secret meeting, but when he arrived, he was stopped by a faction of the environmental organization his grandfather had helped start. This group had split from the main organization due to differing beliefs. The faction showed Adam proof that some members of the original group had twisted his grandfather's research. Instead of using it to help the environment, they wanted to profit from the genetic modifications. The group also informed Adam that someone inside had been leaking information to biotech companies, helping them steal the research for profit, and now posed a threat to him since he knew too much. While Adam was still trying to process all this, the faction revealed another twist. They had intercepted messages showing that a major environmental policymaker, once a friend of his grandfather, was planning to use the genetic resources to manipulate international agreements. This person wanted to give certain countries special deals, allowing them to ignore conservation laws in exchange for profitable trade agreements. His grandfather had been against this plan, exposing himself to grave risks. Adam was shocked and didn't know what to think. He quickly retreated to his grandfather's house, pondering his next move. How had his life turned into a spy movie? But the twists weren't over yet. Back in the safety of the lab, Adam dug through his grandfather's research and found an unpublished paper detailing a revolutionary way to speed up plant growth in dry environments using genetically modified seeds. This discovery could help fight global food shortages and change farming forever. Just as he was about to share this breakthrough with the world, Adam faced a tough choice. The biotech companies he had been warned about offered him a huge deal to buy exclusive rights to the research. The money and resources they promised were tempting, but it would mean only wealthy markets could use the technology, going against his grandfather's dream of making it available to everyone. To fight back, Adam reached out to global environmental groups to form a coalition. They wanted to release the findings as open source so everyone, especially countries struggling with food shortages, could benefit. However, this plan hit a snag when he discovered that a traitor in the environmental group had sabotaged much of the lab equipment, making it hard to redo the experiments needed to prove the research. As things got more intense, Adam got surprising help from a group of international scientists who had been quietly following his grandfather's work. They wanted to see the discovery benefit the world, not for profit, so they offered their help to fix up the lab and check the findings. Adam faced a big decision with many options, each with its own risks and rewards. His grandfather's legacy had become a global matter, and Adam had to choose how to honor it. Inspired by his grandfather's wisdom, Adam decided to turn down the biotech company's offer. Instead, he chose to work with the international scientists and an environmental group to rebuild the lab. Together, they made sure the new agricultural technology was safe, reliable, and free for everyone, just as his grandfather had dreamed. It was a wild journey, but it was worth it. Would you have taken the biotech company's offer, or would you have stuck with the scientists? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.